Donald Trump has told Boris Johnson that he wants to hammer out a post-Brexit trade deal between Britain and the United States within a year. His timetable emerged after the two leaders held their first face-to-face meeting at the G7 summit in the French resort of Biarritz. The Prime Minister told ITV News, "There's an opportunity to do a great free trade deal with the United States. The President is very gung-ho about that, and so am I." But he warned that there would need to be some movement from the US in order to clinch a deal by next summer. "They want to do it within a year. I'd love to do it within a year, but that's a very fast timetable," Mr. Johnson added. Trump predicts very big trade deal. Earlier, Mr. Trump predicted that Britain and the United States would clinch a very big trade deal quickly after Brexit as he held his first face-to-face talks with Boris Johnson. "We're going to do a very big trade deal, bigger than we've ever had with the UK." Donald Trump hailed the Prime Minister as the right man for the job and forecast that the UK would prosper once it had been freed of the anchor round the ankle of European Union membership. The two leaders, who met at the G7 summit in the French resort of Biarritz, announced they were setting up a special relationship economic working group. It will be seen as the opening step in negotiations over a post-Brexit UK-US trade agreement. Mr. Johnson has warned that striking a deal would be far from plain sailing, not least because of the array of trade barriers faced by British companies attempting to export to America. Trump's upbeat note. But Mr. Trump struck an upbeat note as he met the Prime Minister, insisting, "We're going to do a very big trade deal, bigger than we've ever had with the UK," he added. "At some point, they won't have the obstacle of, they won't have the anchor around their ankle, because that's what they had. So we're going to have some very good trade talks and big numbers." The president took a swipe at Theresa May as he forecast that a deal could be reached pretty quickly. He said he had been stymied previously because nothing got done on the other side, as you've seen from Brexit. He said, "This is a different person, and this is a person that's going to be a great Prime Minister. In my opinion, Johnson doesn't need Brexit advice." Standing alongside the Prime Minister, he said that Mr. Johnson did not require any advice on delivering Brexit. "He's the right man for the job. I've been saying that for a long time. It didn't make your predecessor very happy, but I've been saying it for a long time. He's the right man for the job." Mr. Johnson responded, "I'm very grateful for that, and we're looking forward to having some pretty comprehensive talks about how to take forward the relationship in all sorts of ways, particularly on trade, and we're very excited about that." But he warned there were tough talks ahead, adding, "I don't think we sell a single joint of British lamb to the United States. We don't sell any beef. We don't sell any pork pies. And there are clearly huge opportunities for the UK to penetrate the American market in the way that we currently don't. And we're very interested to talk about that with you. Let's block ads. Why?